Swag 215.
Swigger.
Coming at y'all with a topic video. Today we're gonna be talking about our coming out stories. Me, my homies.
Yeah.
We does this. Alright,
You go first. You go first. Come on.
Alright, I'm first. First it is. Alright, I never told my parents like for a long time. I didn't tell them. I was just, you know, sneaking out the house. First of all, it was crazy, okay? Me and her, we used to fucking leave the house as films and fucking
change clothes in the car.
In the car.
On our way to wherever.
Wherever. Hang out all day. When it was time to go back home, change clothes again.
In the car.
In the car.
Yeah, and walk back in the house.
It was sick.
That's too much work, yeah.
It was sick. We didn't tell her for a long time, right? The way I told my mom is I wrote her a letter. And
oh, the scary shit.
I knew about that letter.
I wrote her a letter. And I left the house immediately. Wrote the letter, left. She talking about 5 minutes later she calls me and like, bring your ass back here.
Oh shit.
Bring your ass back here. So I goes back home and shit. So now I'm sitting down, she's sitting over there, I'm talking to her and shit. She like, so what do you mean that you're gay? You're not gay. She's like, oh, this is a phase. This is crazy. So what she told me to do with the letter was, she gave the letter back to me. She said, rip it up. Throw it away. Don't ever in your life talk about this ever again. Ever again. So I tried to come out to her, and I tried to tell her. But it didn't work. So I ripped the letter up, and I threw it away, and I never talked about it again. So it was years that went on. So us changing clothes in the car, like, that stopped after a while. And I just started to just come around my mom the way I was. Like, she didn't want to talk about it. I tried to talk about it. She didn't want to talk about it, so it was nothing to talk about. So about 2 years later, all right, it's time to talk about it again. Because she sees that it's not a phase. She sees that, you know, I'm not changing or whatever the case may be. So now she wants to talk. Mind you, before she said, don't talk about it. Like, don't let her wait.
Don't bring it up again.
Ever.
Yeah.
So now she wants to talk about it. So we're sitting down, we're talking about it, and I introduced my girlfriend as my girlfriend, and of course she had a fit. I was all types of dykes and crazy. It was horrible. It was bad. It was bad. When she wanted to talk about it, it was bad. I was better off not talking about it. Like, why judge me? Like, you want to talk about shit, but you want to judge me in the meantime. Like, you're my mom. Like, I felt some type of way, like, and I had resentment against my mom for a long time because she always told me that I could come to her and talk to her about anything. And when I did, it's like she turned her back on me. When I did her to move.
Oh, really?
Seriously.
I love you.
So,
you know, her mother.
To this day, it's cool now. Like, now,
now
everything is straight. Like, she loves my girlfriends. It's ridiculous. Like, now it's fine. But all before, it was just crazy. Like, I went through hell. And the person that knows that I went through hell are these two.
Yep.
This motherfucker was there.
I was there.
Through it all. For real.
I was there in the beginning. I skipped town.
You still was there.
We was changing clothes together in the car. Like,
she was there. She knows.
Yo, you had to come in to meet my mom, and I'll give you a reader sheet.
You already said to sneak out with you to go to the club. I had to sneak out with you to go to the club.
It was bad. It was bad, like trying to hide it and just being in the closet. It was just really bad.
I told my mom we was going to the strip club.
It was bad, but it all worked out for the best. Like, now it's cool, everything is good, and that's my coming out story.
Yo, me? Alright. Here. Alright, listen, y'all. Alright, for real. Alright, me, I had a book bag full of stuff, right? I had my strap in there. I had letters that me and my girlfriend, my first girlfriend at the time, we would write back and forth to each other. Pictures, nude pictures. I had ass, titties, everything in this book, right? Alright, I used to put in a book bag or whatever. I was going up my first girlfriend's house every weekend. She lived in Jersey or whatever. One weekend, I didn't take my book bag because we was, you know, we wasn't gonna do nothing. So I put my book bag all the way under my bed. Like, I'm talking about all the way under my bed. How old was I? I was like 16. I'm down South Street getting micros in. You know what I'm saying? I get a phone call. My mom was like, yeah, I know about your life. I know. I was like, oh shit. She's like, I found your bag. I'm like, oh shit. She's like, get your ass home now. Woo! So I was like, okay. So I hung up the phone. And I was calling all my friends. I'm like, yo, what should I do? I was like, my mom just found my bag. So I go to the house 2 days later. Because I ain't go straight home. When I finally got there, she was up in my room. And she had my strap in her hand. She was like, yeah. She was like, you a lesbian? I found your rubber dick. You see that? That's what you're doing. That's what you into? I'm like, oh, shit. So she was like, so you gay? I'm like, yeah. She was like, well, look me in my face and tell me. Like, that was the worst thing I ever did. She was like, don't ever say that again. No, you're not. I don't want to hear about it. Don't tell nobody. Nothing. She was like, don't bring that shit around me. And she still like that. Next.
I was about there. Oh gosh, this is so crazy. I was in 9th grade or whatever. Like my sisters knew. My sister Lily and Yolanda. Yeah, I'm gonna put their names up there. Yolanda kind of knew because like I never had a boyfriend. Like my family, they just knew. But like my mom, she never really paid attention to it or whatever. So I moved down to West Virginia, and I was in a relationship with this woman. I was like, well, I'm really loving you. Like this is what it's gonna be. So I decided to, and they called my mom. I didn't text her, nothing like that. I emailed her. Yahoo.com. I sent her an email, and like, after I sent her that email, she really didn't have much to say about it. So when I came back home a couple of years later, me, my sister, and my mom were in the car. So she's like, my sister brought it up, and she was like, yeah, so Monique, you got a girlfriend, huh? My mom was like, I don't want to hear it. Like, don't talk about it. Don't bring it up. Nothing like that. But, you know, like, today I'm thinking she's cool with it, but she still doesn't bring it up. She did, like, none of my girlfriends. It's only one of them she accepts, like, now. And that's my story.
Well, thanks for listening.
That's the coming out story. There you have it.
Please add your comments.
Yes.
Concerns.
Subscribe.
Yeah,
subscribe.
Subscribe.
We coming at you with more.
Coming at y'all with more, like you said.
Yeah.
Other than that, anything else y'all want to put out there?
Deuces.
Holla at y'all.